Hello everybody, I'm Marty Owings and this is your Capitol Update for January 15th, 2013. Well, it's been a busy week up here at the Capitol as we got a glimpse into the agenda of the new 2013 legislature. So far, 20 bills have been introduced in the Senate and 54 in the House. Just a fraction of the work they'll do up here as lawmakers average more than 3,000 bills a session. Some of the bills getting attention this past week would establish a health care exchange, more on that in a minute, as well as bills that would raise the minimum wage, add funding for all-day kindergarten, eliminate the state clothing tax exemption, and a bill to pay back the $1 billion in school shifts that were borrowed in previous sessions. One bill would even change the way constitutional amendments make it to the ballot. The minimum wage measure would increase the base hourly rate for workers from $7.25 an hour to $7.50. The minimum wage in Minnesota hasn't been raised since 2005, and if passed, this new rate would take effect in August. DFLers in the Senate would like to cover the cost of all-day kindergarten, but some in the GOP are balking at the estimated $170 million in cost. After the voter ID and marriage amendment were defeated last year, the DFL Senate Majority Leader Tom Bakk says it's time to consider changing the way constitutional amendments are passed, and says he'd like to see it require a 60-vote majority in the Senate, adding that the measure would virtually ensure bipartisan support when it comes to amending the state's constitution. In 2010, the federal government passed the Affordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare. When the law was passed, it mandated that each state help set up health care exchanges that would supposedly make it easier for people to shop for health care insurance, and in theory, this would drive the cost down through competition. Democrats say the exchange could help lower costs and provide health care for up to 300,000 currently uninsured or underinsured Minnesotans. Republicans say the bill's current language could actually stifle competition and hurt business. Tonight, we heard different views from DFL Senator Jeff Hayden and Republican House member Tony Cornish as they debated taxes, guns, and the budget. Representative Cornish suggested that if we raise the minimum wage, we'll drive businesses out of Minnesota. On the guns issue, Senator Hayden says we don't have bazookas or grenade launchers, so the line can and must be drawn on assault-style weapons. Representative Cornish added on the gun issue that some might even support teachers having MP4 automatic weapons in class, and as you'll remember, Representative Cornish had suggested that teachers be armed in Minnesota classrooms. They also talked about the budget and taxes and disagreed on both topics. You can see more of that debate by checking out the show on MN Capitol News. Tune in next week when Democrat Ryan Winkler and Republican Steve Drazkowski face off debate style, plus our regular political panel returns featuring pundit Sarah Janicek, conservative blogger Mitch Berg, and reporter Brianna Birschbach from Politics in Minnesota. They'll break down all the early session action, and they'll maybe even give us a prediction or two for what's to come in the session. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at MNCapNews and on Facebook at Minnesota Capitol Conversations. For political news and analysis from the Capitol, tune in every Wednesday at 7:40 a.m. to KFAI's Morning Blend, 90.3 FM, and check out MinnesotaCapitolNews.com. For the entire Capitol Conversations crew, I'm Marty Owings. So long, everybody.